Okay, I ordered a set of push rods, 6-inch 100 thousandths. The ones I had on here were a little too long. They were, let's see, well damn, they don't say it on there. They were 6-inch 6-inch 150, and the 150s were riding towards the outside edge. So I'm gonna put 50 thousandths shorter and see how it goes. According to my push rod checker, that's what I need, or thereabout. So let's see. Okay, y'all can see, oh shit, sorry. Y'all can see that it's been riding like right there from the center towards the outside, and I went with 50 thousandths shorter, so it should move that back a good bit. I don't want to keep driving it like that over a long period of time because it'll end up wearing out the valve guides in the cylinder head, putting that spring on a side load. So trying to correct that. It's running fine, like you wouldn't even be able to tell, but I'm sure over 6 months driving it'd probably start smoking, wearing out the valve guides. So don't want to do that on brand new heads, so we will get this correct. Well, I got those push rods in on that side, but I think I burnt the starter up by just keep turning the engine, adjusting the valves. And now I thought it was a dead battery, but I put a different battery in it for my blue car, and it's still doing the same thing. So I think I toasted the starter. Oh man. Alright, I got the starter off. It's the worst place for this damn thing to quit working because the ground's kind of soft. The jack wants to sink in the ground, so I had to put it underneath a block.
What is that?
And yeah, that was a pain in the ass. Alright, this is the starter that came off the car. I'm going to take it apart. Kind of smells like it got hot in a way. I'm going to take it apart and see what it looks like. And I had a parts starter, oh shoot, that was basically brand new, that I'm going to try to use some parts on if it needs it. So let's see. Okay, here it is, and it smells like it's definitely hot, but I don't know. Anyways, I've got another solenoid too that I'm probably going to replace off the other starter that was new. So with this being new, solenoid being new, should be fine, right? Let's see. And just like that, it's back together. Not pretty, but at least I know the internals are new. I'll probably wipe it down a little bit and degrease it some. Shit, I might even spray paint it all black. I don't know, I'll just leave it alone. So, first starter rebuild. True test will be when I bolt this thing on. I'll probably test it out on an actual battery with some jumper cables first. See what happens. Oh yeah, got home Friday night. It's about 11:30. I slapped that starter on. Check this shit out. Oh yeah, we're good. I don't want to wake the neighbors up. Alright, I went ahead and put a new solenoid on while I was at it. And should be fine now. Only bad thing is the transmission cooler lines come up near the starter, and to get the starter off I had to like wedge them over, and now one of my fittings on my transmission line is leaking. This is the push lock style. So it's just dripping. It's not bad, it's just dripping a little bit, but I'm gonna have to replace the push lock fitting on it. I was just looking at the part. I gotta call them now to see if they got them in stock. So now magically I have an oil leak. Can you imagine that? I don't know if you can see it. Right there. I can't tell where the hell it's coming from. This car was not leaking at all before. Oh man.
Man.
And the transmission lines are,
Daddy?
this is what I'm talking about right here.
Right
See, it's
here.
dripping right there. It's coming from that lower one right there. The lines are kind of in the way, and I had to like wedge them out the way to get the starter down. And I guess I pushed on it wrong or something. I don't know. But it's dripping. It's been sitting here for about 30 minutes, and that's what I got. So, damn it, man. Jackson just informed me that this is going to be fun. Hey, don't put anything underneath that tire or put your hand underneath it. Move. Get back a little bit. Always trying to help me. He just informed me that it's going to be fun, but I disagree. Okay, I took the push lock style out, and I found one of the regular fitting style, and I had a previous line from when this was on one of the older transmissions I had, and I robbed the parts off of it, and a line going from this to the front. So I'll just replace that whole line with the thread-in style versus the pushing kind. Watch out, Jackson. Let me lay right there, buddy. Watch out. Ugh. So there's the pushing style, and I've got the thread-in style right here. So now that hole that's in the transmission, I just need to thread this in, put a little Teflon, just a little bit, and then thread it in. Okay, I got it in. Now I just need to hook this line up. Oh, this line up. And hopefully I'm not getting a bunch of freaking dirt. Of course it probably is, but keep on pushing. Okay, it's hooked up right there. Okay, I see a little, damn it, I see a little spot right there on the damn hose I gotta fix. Son of a bitch. Also, I found out where my oil leak's coming from. The damn filter is dripping, so I gotta tighten the filter. Hopefully that's all it is. Damn. Y'all look at that water pump pulley doing the wobble. It's the pulley itself, not the pump. Alright. We are replacing the driver's side push rods now. Got the passenger side done the other day, then had the starter issue, got that fixed, and had a transmission line issue, and I've got that fixed. Now, let's try finishing this. Okay, y'all can see where they were riding. I think it's picking it up. Yeah, there you go. That's where it was riding. A little too far to the outside. So I went 50 thousandths shorter, so it should bring that on in. We'll see. Alright. I got that mounted also. Boost gauge. I'm using it for vacuum right now. Just a little cheap thing. And then I'm eventually make something to go there, to put gauges and maybe a radio, or do the style that goes here for the gauges. I hadn't decided yet, but I did get that mounted instead of dangling in the way, so it's the small things. I've got the correct trim piece for this also. It's in the garage. I keep forgetting to put it on for the AOD to fill that gap. Got all the push rods in, so we are good. Test drive it, make sure I ain't got no leaks on the valve covers, so this thing will be ready to drive to work tomorrow. So I went through and taped everything off and spray painted this flat black around the door, make it look a little better on both sides. I did. Looks a little bit better, but like I said, you can't do much with a turd, but it's my daily driver and I like it. That's all that matters. I like it. All right, we're good. Monday, work day.